Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I play video series videos I've been doing for a while. I go over there, try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I refuse to let this one hurt me again. But I will review it, and we'll get to that. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you whilst I'm doing so. I'm going to yammer on about it. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing super grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing super grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That's not the case in this particular instance. This is an item that I found while getting supplies sometime last week. I put it in my fridge and I was like, Brandon, make sure you go over there and put it in your car before you leave for work. It's cold enough that it's not going to get, warm. So there we go. So that's what we're doing. What is it? Why am I just fearful that I'll be hurt again? Well, folks, it's another one for G Fuel, which, by the way, I've reviewed a number of G Fuel flavors. Boom! But it's not just any G Fuel. It's Naruto flavored G Fuel. Look, it's Naruto, the shonen protagonist character man. This is Sage Mode Energy Drink. I don't know if it actually has a flavor. Doesn't look like it. But it's limited edition from Naruto Shippuden, which, if you're not familiar, Naruto is an anime. It goes back a ways, folks. I was in high school when I became aware of this. So old. Just so old. And here's the thing about Naruto. I was a huge Naruto nerd. From basically about my senior year of high school up until, I'll go ahead and say around like 21 or so. For about that period of time, and it's not like I outgrew it, because I'm still a huge fucking nerd. It's just that, especially when it got to the Shippuden stuff, when it got to the time skip, it just completely started to lose a lot of the appeal. Not to say there weren't good things about it, I did sort of keep abreast tangentially. But, yeah, man, I just wasn't... It just started jumping the shark like every episode, and then they jump a shark, and then they jump a shark over that shark. And eventually that shark was Kisame, who was a shark man. So yeah, I started to really kind of just meh with Naruto. And then when it got to Boruto, did we need Boruto? I proclaim we did not. I think Boruto is a bit of a blight. But anyway, aliens! Aliens! I like Naruto so much. Anyway, let's try this fucking drink out. It's 0 sugar and stuff, and 0 calories, so woo-da-woo-da-woo. It better taste like ramen. If you're going to put Naruto on it, I would try a ramen energy drink. They had that. They actually did have that. They had like cup of noodle energy drink stuff. Fucking, I couldn't get it. It would have cost too much to ship to America. It's fine. Tastes like G Fuel energy drink. I mean, granted, some of them do have more pronounced flavors, and I've liked some of them. The Crash Bandicoot one was pretty good. The Mega Man one is probably my favorite, but I'm biased. I love Mega Man. This one honestly just tastes really generic. I can kind of see why they didn't give it an actual flavor instead of, oh, it's Sage Mode, which was a little bit stupid anyway. It's fruity. Not overly fruity, not overly sweet. Has a little bit of a tanginess, but not like a super pronounced. And just kind of in general, it just tastes sort of modern 0 sugar energy drink. It deserves a certain amount of credit in that, I'll give it to G Fuel. Their 0 sugar stuff typically doesn't taste like abrasively 0 sugar. You can taste the 0 sugar for sure. It definitely has that aftertaste. But it's not horrible, and I think we've gotten a lot better when it comes to 0 sugar in our drinks. So that aspect doesn't play much as far as my enjoyment or lack thereof of the energy drink. It's mostly just a fairly okay fruity energy drink. I will say, if there's one thing that kind of makes it stand out a little bit to me, it almost has a dryness to it as you're drinking it. Like, it doesn't... I wouldn't call this like... And to be fair, most energy drinks I don't think are particularly refreshing tasting. But I would say this one more so than some of the other ones. And I'm not saying that it's a criticism. It's just a quality of it. Like, it drinks pretty quickly, and then it really doesn't leave much behind. Just kind of a little bit of a fruity aftertaste, and then just a little bit of a hint of that zero sugar aspect. It's okay. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's definitely not my favorite G Fuel flavor that I've tried. Again, the Crash Bandicoot one was really solid. The Mega Man one I liked. Some of their other ones have been pretty decent. This one is kind of like lower mid-tier out of the ones that I've tried. It's okay, but it doesn't have a lot of personality to it. And especially having a tie into Naruto, I'm surprised that they didn't go over there and go more balls to the wall with it. I really think they could have gotten away with quite a bit just by having that branding on there. To be fair, I don't know what the deal was as far as the branding was concerned. Maybe there was something in it where they're like, hey, you can't go crazy with it. I don't know. But for me personally, if I had the branding to this shit, I would have gone over there and just been like, yeah, we're going to go over there and make it taste like the calorie burning things that Choji ate, where he almost died because it burns all of his calories all at one time. And then it's like, have it be like that. Or something else, food related in the series. Naruto is always drinking stuff, so I think they could have maybe gotten away with something like that. I think they could have been more creative with it, is the best way to put it. But it's perfectly okay. Now, that said, 2 questions have to be asked. I would say the fruit flavor, almost like a peachiness. That's kind of how I would put it, I would say. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and kind of. I think, for me, the only thing that really kind of has any attribute to this that kind of makes it worth notice is the branding. It's like, oh, it's Naruto. Do I care much about that these days? No, because again, I got burned by Naruto pretty hard. So at this point, I pretty much just, go back to like the older stuff that I enjoyed and mostly just sort of forget about the aliens and shit that kind of ruined the series for me. But, I know there's still lots of Naruto fans, and, hey, good on you. It didn't work for me, but if it works for you, that's cool. So for me, I'm just have to take it as an energy drink, and as an energy drink, it's very okay. It's not a bad energy drink, it's not a great energy drink. It's somewhere straight down the middle. It's perfectly live-withable for me. Now, if I'm recommending it to people, yeah, sure, man. It's not bad, but it's like, do I think there's better energy drinks out there? Yes. Lots of them. Do I think there's better G Fuel flavors out there? Yes. Several of them. For me, it's just okay, but if you really want the Naruto branding, sure, go for it. And if you just want to try it, there's no reason not to. Again, it's not bad or anything. It's just a bit meh. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of the week. Monumental rest of the month. Spanish rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly first season or so of Naruto-tastic rest of your life. At least up until the fucking... I don't know how the seasons worked with Naruto, because it was a little bit weird. But up until basically Shippuden. Because again, Shippuden... There were good things about Shippuden, to be fair. 100% there were some really good things. But there was all kinds of stupid shit, too. So, but like those early days, basically when they were still younger, that was kind of the peak of it for me. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. What you gonna do, folks? You're gonna try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. Especially when you're over there and you really like this series and you invest ultra hard into it and you're on forums and you do all kinds of research and you and your friend are doing a doujinshi and you're just in love with this franchise, everything you're doing, and they do a time skip and it was just like, okay, that's cool, let's see what they got going on. Oh wait, none of the stuff that they set up in the originals in the beginning of the series matters now. That just broke my heart. And you know what? I probably was a bit of an asshole about it, but I'm older and wiser now. Even if it still hurts. But it's important regardless of that, especially for something like that. Nerds get too worked up about shit. I ain't gonna lie. As a nerd, I will be the first person to admit it. I used to be. I got older and I'm like, I got a mortgage now. Fuck it. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. Go check out some, you know what? Maybe you're not, maybe you are, maybe you aren't inclined. Check out some anime. But here's my challenge to you. Trek off the beaten path. You would be amazed. Like, I'm a contrarian, so like I feed on, obscure stuff. I like being part of that exclusive group of me and like 3 other people who like something. But you would be amazed at how often things that, are off the beaten path are still extremely good. Like, popularity does not equal quality, folks, It doesn't mean it's bad quality, though, to be fair. But it's like, for me personally, some of my favorite anime, probably my arguable top 3. You got stuff like Generator Gall, Last Exile, King of Bandit Jing, all 3 series that I love a lot. But even then, I do like some, more popular ones. Yu Yu Hakusho is a personal favorite of mine. But I mean, hey, just check out some stuff. It doesn't even have to be anime or whatever, just whatever you're interested in. Maybe just go over there and give something else a shot. I think that's a good idea. Or conversely, you can completely ignore what I want and just go over there and go with whatever the big, like, mainstream pop culture stuff is. Again, I got a mortgage. Do what you do you. Just make sure you pay your taxes and shit. Bye.